Ben 10 aliens realistified. Yeah, I know. You've seen this 1,000 times. But here's the problem. Most artists just copy the cartoon and call it realistic. I'm not doing that today. Instead of recreating the exact designs, I'm reimagining them. More grounded, gritty, and believable. Think less cartoon and more if this actually existed in the real world. And I'm taking inspiration from Absolute Batman and the new Ben 10 Dynamite Comics series. They don't just redesign characters, they reinterpret them. That is exactly what I'm doing here. And while I design each alien, I'm not just drawing, I'm breaking down my thought process. Why I change certain features and why some things stay. And how I make it feel real without losing identity. I'm calling this series Absolute Ben 10. Because this isn't a one-time thing, I'm rebuilding the entire roster one alien at a time. And trust me, some of these designs are going to look nothing like you ever seen before, but still feel exactly right. Of course, I'm starting with Heatblast, the very first alien Ben ever turned into. So this one had to set the tone for everything that comes after. First thing, I'm changing the body structure. Instead of that slim cartoon built with oversized hands, I'm pushing it towards something more humanoid, more grounded, more believable. Now the face. This is where it gets interesting. I want him to feel menacing, not just the cool fire guy look, but something you wouldn't want to run into in real life. So I'm using a human skull as a base and then warping it just enough to feel raw. Still familiar, but not safe. Next, I'm adding the cracks across his body because if this is basically a walking volcano, his surface shouldn't be clean. It should feel unstable, like it's about to break apart at any second. And I'm pushing the heat even further, adding a warm atmosphere around him so he doesn't just look hot, he feels hot. Remember I said I wanted him more menacing? Yeah, you can start to see it now. But I'm being very careful because if I push it too far, he starts to look more like Ghost Rider. And that's not the goal. So it's a balance. Quick note, all the textures and images I'm using are from Freepik and Pexels and a few reference shots from Google. One small creative choice, I'm keeping the Omnitrix emblem green because if you remember, it actually turns white when in alien form. But this just feels more iconic. Now for the title, Absolute Ben 10, I'm going with a clean, non-italic font, no exaggeration, no flair, because this version of Ben 10 is more grounded. Quick camera raw filter just to unify everything and bring out all the details. And that's Heatblast reimagined as Absolute Heatblast. More grounded, more dangerous, and more real. And this is just the beginning. The next alien, I'm pushing even further. So if you're into this, subscribe and check out the other videos on my channel. I'll see you in the next video.